Hello and welcome back to day 2 of diving into the Prosperity 90-day journaling experience to unlock your wealth blueprint. So yesterday we started out by talking about who is this for, and discovered that this is for somebody who finds themselves saying, I don't have the time, I don't have the money to do the things I want to do. So if you're that person who's using disempowering language and limiting yourself from your experiences by using the words, I don't have the time, I don't have the money to do this, you're blocking yourself from receiving support, opportunities, financial support, love, intimacy, nourishment, then you're probably blocking yourself from receiving in other areas of your life. This journaling experience would be for you. We talked about some of the things that could come up when you commit to an experience like this, such as procrastination, indecision, family obligations, not having the support, not being able to commit and stay consistent. And this is why having a group of people who are doing this journaling experience with you can be super helpful. And I also have some tips and tricks to help you stay on track through this experience. So today I want to dive a little bit deeper into why. Why do we even want to do this? What is the energy of prosperity? What is it abundance? What is abundance and what does it mean for you? And how does it impact all areas of your life? Because prosperity is the energy of embodied trust. It's that deep sovereign knowing that even when things don't appear to be going your way, you have this deep knowing that you are on the right path and that you are ready to trust and open to receive, even though you don't know what that's going to look like. And the reason this is so wonderful is because even though we are communicating through the reflection of your relationship to money, it's also going to, hi Jessica, it's also going to impact your relationship to receiving, to intimacy and your connections and your relationships, and also opportunities. And finding the words, the empowered words to be able to ask for what you want, to own yourself, to really create that shift in your life. So yesterday we talked about what does prosperity mean to me. Now I shared with you that prosperity is embodied trust. It's an energy, and energy loves clarity. Money is an energy. So if you're here to heal your relationship to money because you are a person who says, I don't have the time or the money to do the things that I want to do, then I want to invite you to start shifting your mindset and your language, your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns, your behaviors, just as Gandhi said, to see what is already working for you so you can start to shift it. Because when you shift in that energy, you start to build, it's a muscle, you build that empowerment and that confidence to create what you want in your life. Now, if you think you can do it all on your own, there might be some ego involved in that. This is where you get to step in and you get to allow yourself to receive support. So that's why I'm inviting you to join us all week and to join us Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern for the Prosperity Roadmap Workshop. Send me a message if you'd like the link to join that workshop. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you can expect during this journaling experience, what you're going to find in this journal, because I created all of this. And so as far as I know, there isn't anything else like this out there. From my own personal experience, from what other women were showing to me when they showed up to work with me, the two biggest things that were keeping women from really living the life they wanted to live were scarcity beliefs around time. I should say 3: time, energy, and money. So if you feel scarce around time, energy, or money, then this prosperity journal is for you. You can find it on Amazon, Prosperity Journal with Jen Wands. So the foundation for prosperity consciousness, as we talked about yesterday, is 5-element wealth. 5-element wealth is, just like the tree of prosperity, your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being, and your financial well-being. And the piece that some people don't heal until last is that financial well-being. Because Maybe what you don't know is your money saboteur. Now, your money saboteur is going to show up in other areas of your life because it is a limiting belief that's keeping you from moving forward to the person you're becoming, and it's keeping you where you are. So as I list these money saboteurs, you'll notice that probably this sabotaging behavior, it might show up in other areas of your life. So the 7 money saboteurs are the people pleaser. The people pleaser doesn't speak her truth. She doesn't ask for what she needs. She often barters or trades or doesn't charge enough if she's an entrepreneur. If she's an executive, maybe she doesn't negotiate her pay or a raise. These are all things that women in the prosperity course are doing because they're stepping into that confidence to ask for what they want. And Jessica, if you're on here, you're one of those people. You created the role that you wanted, which is super awesome. I'm celebrating you. Secondly is the martyr. She's the perfectionist. She works in service to others. She indulges. She's often scattered, has resentment and frustration, and what she needs is connection, support, and validation. So where the people pleaser often has buyer's remorse, what the people pleaser needs is connection. She thinks that she gets connection through buying things or validation. She really just needs real authentic connection to be appreciated, to be loved and supported, to be seen. The martyr needs connection and support too, but also wants the invitation because she's often overgives to a lot of people and wants to feel appreciated. The third saboteur is the fixer. This is the one who gives advice, rescues, and bails out everybody else, takes care of everybody else but themselves. They're often too busy to create the change that they need in themselves. They're sometimes the know-it-all. They seek approval. What they need is safety because that's why they have to fix. They think everything's broken. They need loyalty, connection, and trust. The fourth saboteur is the victim. The victim wants to be rescued. The victim has a lack of trust, believes nothing ever works, cancels contracts, breaks promises, and has shame around debt. Feels hopeless, sad, and avoidant, and has a hard time forgiving or moving forward. The victim needs discernment and trust. So this is where that balance of compassion and truth really come in for the victim because they're sensitive to where they need that loving support, but they also need that the truth of like somebody who's going to step in and not allow them to be the victim of their experience. Somebody who's going to take them from where they are to where they're going and not let them make excuses and stay in the energy of what isn't working. The fifth saboteur is the tyrant. The tyrant is very controlling, very image-centered, lacks trust, burns bridges, does experience greed, does not receive support well. So this is the person who controls everything and can often be resentful. They probably likely invest in their image. They spend on nice things. They budget out of control. So there's a difference in budgeting for control and being intentional with the money coming in and the money going out and being grateful. It's very different. Budgeting is scarcity, whereas being intentional and tracking and managing is from a place of conscious investing. What the tyrant needs is boundaries. They need to basically need boundaries so that because they're not in control of everything, and they also need space. So the boundary is often going to give them space. And then lastly, we have the free spirit. Now this is the one, and I am a yoga teacher, a spiritual teacher, so I've seen these people in spiritually centered businesses where they dream and they manifest without a care in the world or without taking aligned action. So manifestation it's a buzzword, and it takes aligned action to bring into your energy what it is that you want to call. You can't just manifest something and expect it to show up. If that happened once, it's probably not going to happen every time. Be grateful for it. I've certainly had things that seemed magical happen for me, but I also know that to keep that reality coming, that manifestation, it requires aligned action. I said that was the last one. Lastly, after the free spirit, what the free spirit needs is accountability and firm truth. They need to be more responsible with their investment choices. The saver is the person who buys 3 of everything. The coupon clipper works hard, lives in scarcity, lacks trust, kind of wears that badge of honor of like working hard. Probably the major money block, which we'll go over later on this week, is hard work equals success. They only buy things on sale. They're the research buyer, so they have to research everything, and they're really hard to convince to invest in themselves. They hardly invest in themselves. They need permission and support. So that's where that freedom piece comes in. So journal prompt for today, if you're following along, we're on day 2 this week. We're just going to do the first 5 days together. You'll be invited to join us for a prosperity roadmap workshop on Thursday, and then to join us for the entire 90 days going in depth, meeting weekly in the prosperity experience. I'll drop those links below. The journal prompt for today is, why am I committed to this 90-day prosperity journey? If you are committed, why? I know a lot of you are going to be listening because you already have the book. Some of you are waiting for your book to come in the mail. For those of you that your book is not coming in the mail for a couple of weeks because recently it's on back order, which is a good thing, then send me a message. I will send you the daily prompts in a PDF format so you can see them, so you can journal along with us. And what do I hope to learn or gain from this experience? So why are you here? Why does this journal experience matter to you? And how are you feeling around money today? Remember, there's the 5 elements: scarcity, fearful, neutral, resourceful, and prosperous. And then after you complete that journal prompt, you get to write your affirmation. So here is today's journal prompt. Here is the prosperity journal. You can follow along all week. We're going to drop the link for the journal below, and also an opportunity to join us on Thursday. So if you know your money saboteur, please drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what yours is, and also be curious about where this behavior is showing up in other areas of your life. Thanks for joining in. I'll see you again tomorrow. Aloha.